Well, today I brought in a carrier with the plane disassembled just because we're running short on room for one thing, but I wanted to show everybody how easy it is to carry one of these like this. And I have a bunch of these coolers. It took me about 10 minutes with a hot wire cutter to cut this out, and I actually got 2 of these carriers out of 1 cooler, so that's a nice thing. This is the Bixler 2. I didn't bring the spar in, didn't think we needed it to show off tonight. I've flown this a number of times already, which is kind of nice. It's the Bixler 2. It's actually 100 millimeters bigger and weighs 1,500. Okay? And the first couple of times I flew it, I realized real quick it was darn hard to see, so I got out the paintbrush and got crazy with it. The other thing I did is you'll notice the wires hanging down for the servos for the flaps and the ailerons. And I brought the Y connectors out here because, have you ever tried to stuff the aileron wires inside and put the wings in at the same time? Darn near impossible. So I put them up here on the outside where you can just plug in while you're sitting there.
Cool.
And
Be careful when you hand launch it.
Yes.
I haven't had a problem hand launching it.
Good.
Because here again, I'm holding it right about here.
Yeah.
And it flies okay. I don't think I think I'm spoiled rotten with the Wild Hawk I had, but they're no longer made. So anyway, the bare airframe on this is $45. And of course, if you're like me, you know, you got plenty of wrecks to pull your servos out of. Plenty of room for your battery in here. I run a 2200 3-cell on it, and I shove it as far forward as I can, and it's running right on the edge of being properly balanced. I could go to a 2650 or a 3000 and still be within trim on this without adding any lead. So
If we get some of that Scholastic, you're going to put it on the bottom?
I just put some of the 3M Super packing tape. It's got the fiberglass fiber in it that runs both directions, 2 inches wide. Works great. That was one of the first things that happened to this. They give you a nice little plastic skid plate on here. About the second flight, the runway ate almost half of it, so, you know.
Well, you missed the new runway.
No, that was the new runway.
Must have hit one of those weed bumps.
Jerry, are you expecting to get credit for the ice cooler too?
Absolutely not.
You show me where the CG is on it and I'll give you credit.
Well, now, I have seen Snoopy's doghouse fly, so, you know, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
This is an SR trainer. If you're quick, on nitro planes, they're on sale for $73. All you need is your receiver and a battery. Everything else comes with it. And it's £1.5, £1.75 without the battery. Very, very light.
No trainer though.
How does it fly, Jerry?
Not with that. There's no wing there. No, no wing there at all.
Jerry, how's it fly?
Don't know. Haven't flown it yet.
Like this.
I just picked it up.
This February?
Right, Jerry, you mean February, right?
Well, I'll be going to California until
Excuse me.
January, so. Okay.
Nice work.
It's called an SR trainer. They call it a trainer. This is a fun cut. I have flown this one. It is a gas, absolutely. I still need calm air and all of that to fly it, but it still needs some mechanical trim correction for all of the trim I have to crank into the transmitter. I got crazy with this one. There's a crutch system in here that's aftermarket available. It's all plywood, it's actually 3 separate kits. The battery tray comes out with the battery, it's strapped in, it locks into place in the crutch. The motor is mounted to the crutch, so the phone is only carrying a connection to all the plywood that's inside. It's supposed to make it survive quite a bit longer, and Jim Aldis, what's his last name? Jim Aldis had one, and had one of the crutch systems in it, and I saw how much he was flying that and how good it flew, and I said, I have to have one of those, I need that. And so when I'm done flying the Bixler, I fly this one.
Is that a multiplex?
What's that?
Multiplex kit?
Multiplex kit. It's usually $119. I think I got it on sale for $109 or something like that. The crutch system in it, like I said, is 3 different kits, and it's $38 for all 3 of them. But they're well worth it.
Wise to do that, because I had some
Yeah.
problems with a multiplex kit.
Yeah. And it will.
Well, we believe you.
Yeah. It does pop out of there. It is a little touchy about it. I have to do some.
And you're putting larger tires on there, or?
That's what came with it. They're also styrofoam.
They work great. Boing.
Yeah, on our runway. Yeah, it bounces like mad. Jim was fond of using the grass alongside of it. Now, this little jewel here,
Why don't you just give him the gift certificate?
this is Ripley's, believe it or not, this is a trainer. I need very much to learn how to fly two-ducted fan and twin. So this fills both of those bills. It's also the very first plane I was able to fly successfully on the flight simulator was the A-10. Couldn't fly anything else worth a darn, I don't know why. But the A-10 just worked for me. So this was on sale last year at Banana Hobby, and they usually go for $300 and some odd. I got it for $279. And it's another one of those, put your radio and your 6S battery in it.
Did everything work right from Banana Hobby though, when you put that, everything was there and no problem?
No.
I just want to hear that.
It arrived with a couple of broken parts, so I called Banana Hobby and said, there were broken parts in there, and they said, well, glue them back together.
Oh.
Yeah,
So, I don't care what it is that Banana Hobby carries, I'm not ever gonna buy anything from them again. But I am looking very much forward to getting my skills up to the level where I can fly this gem.
You're not gonna let Randy
It
take
has
that?
all the wonderful things in it. It has retracts, of course. Canopy works. You can taxi out with the canopy open, just like they really had to, because the air conditioning in these things sucked.
Does the ejection seat work?
The ejection seat does work. So, it will be a blast to fly. The problem is once you eject, you can still fly the airplane. By the way, this does make number 24 for the year, so I did get my.
way to go.
Jerry, that's good.
Next year, we're going to do a maximum of 4 all year, but we're going to be doing scale. And like I said, this is the trainer. The one that's coming next year will be scale, 7-foot wingspan, twin ducted fan.
That's why you built that new garage, huh?
Yep.
Did you buy a
Had to
trailer?
have someplace to build the new one.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I've been looking at a particular model.